Hey, I'm Dr. Toby. Welcome to the Rehab Mobile channel. Thank you for coming to check out our site. If you're watching this video, we're going to be talking about how to address shoulder instability. So maybe you've been having instability in your shoulder where it feels like your shoulder joint is just going to pop, or it feels like it's going to come out of its socket. Maybe you want to play tennis, or you want to play your favorite sport, or just get back to working out and lifting without feeling like your shoulder is going to be extremely loose or unstable and maybe dislocate or tear your rotator cuff or other things. Maybe sleeping feels really difficult or uncomfortable, and you want to be able to feel like your shoulder is more stable and secure. Maybe you like to do body weight calisthenics and body weight exercises like push-ups or pull-ups, and your shoulder just hasn't been able to tolerate it. This video is going to be helpful for you, so stay tuned. Now, by the way, we are a Rehab Mobile, a rehab and physical therapy and wellness company. We're called Rehab Mobile, and we make videos to help you stay healthy, pain-free, fit, and mobile. So subscribe to our channel so you can stay connected to all the videos that are going to be helpful to help you stay in your best shape and get the health and the life and the fitness that you wanted. So let's get right into today's topic, because I'm going to show you exactly what you need to know to help address your shoulder instability. We're going to go over some key exercises that may be helpful for you. Let's get right into it. So let's talk right about this shoulder instability. Now, a lot of people can have shoulder instability for different reasons, and one of the things that you want to do is get on a shoulder stability program, but not just a stability program. You want to make sure you achieve stability of your shoulder at end ranges. So what that means is most people who have shoulder instability can raise their arms up and do all these things, and sometimes it's usually when they get to the top of that range that shoulder is really unstable. Well, I'm going to show you an intermediate to more so advanced kind of routine that's going to be helpful for you. And there are ways to progress or regress this kind of routine that I'm going to show you, because different people have different instabilities for different reasons. Maybe you were playing tennis and your shoulder got dislocated or overly extended too far, or whatever the case might have been. This is going to be for educational purposes only. So if you want something prescriptive, meaning very specific for your needs and your abilities, hit the link in our description to talk to a PT first. It's 100% free, and what it allows us to do is to ask you some specific questions that are going to help us tell you exactly what kind of program you need to do, and tell you the specific exercises that you need to do to get your shoulder right back to 100%, so you can do things pain-free without limitations. So I'm going to show you something very general that's going to be very specific, and this may be too hard or too difficult for you, or maybe too easy depending on where you're at, but you'll be able to know. So one of the things that you want to do is stabilizing your shoulder at end ranges. And so a simple basic exercise that can be done. You can do this on your bed, you can do this in different scenarios, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be in the supine position, or in the laying position. And what we're going to do is we are going to start off with, I'm using this 10-pound kettlebell, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be bringing my arms back, allowing my arms to come back and holding that there, and bringing it back up, just like that. And this is a very great exercise. Why? Because I'm challenging stability of my shoulder at end range. I'm having both shoulders that are helping to support, and you might be able to notice weakness in one side or instability on one side. Now, I'm using a 10-pound weight. This is generic, and so you may not be able to use 10 pounds, maybe be able to use 5 pounds, or maybe you just need to start off. One of the ways to regress this is to have your palms together and right there, and we want to hold that. So for beginners, right, if you're an extreme beginner, 3-second hold and bring it back. You know, somebody who's more moderate or intermediate, 5-second hold and then bring it back. Someone more advanced, or at your advanced stage of the progression of this, 10-second hold and bring it back. And you want to start off doing a couple sets and reps. The best way to give you specificity of reps and sets is to know kind of what's going on with your particular shoulder. So hitting that link will be best helpful. But you can start off with, maybe if you have severe instability, 2 sets of 5, or if you have maybe more not so severe instability, 2 sets of 10, things of that nature, holding each one for 3 seconds or 5 seconds or 10 seconds, depending on what works best for you. But this is kind of one of the great things that you can really do to get that end range stability, right? Because we may be stable, here at this point if we're lifting or doing an activity. But once we start getting to more of that end range, that's where the stability may be occurring. So that's going to be really good. Another exercise that's going to be very helpful, no equipment, no weight needed. And again, all of these can be regressed or progressed, whether you have weight or don't have weight or don't have access to a gym. Downward dog is a great exercise to do for that shoulder stability. And what we're going to do is we're going to be right here and boom. We're at that end range. We want to hold 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, depending on what kind of regimen we're doing and where we're at. Now, avoid an injury. If your shoulder feels like it's unstable with activities like this, then you definitely need to, again, kind of regress this kind of activity or this exercise to be appropriate for you. But the biggest thing is that you want to incorporate holds because you want to not only improve stability, but also endurance, because that muscular endurance piece is what's going to also contribute to lack of stability over time. So making sure that you're able to go from 3-second hold to 5-second to 10-second hold can be very beneficial, depending on what phase of your physical ability or physicality that you're at. So again, downward dog is a really great one because we're getting to that end range, and it's going to be super, super helpful. Now, other exercise, let's talk about the shoulder press or the chest press. It's a really great exercise. So what you can do is you're going to be in this position. Again, you can be on a bed, table, bench, whatever the case may be for you, and shoulder press. Now, this is not end range, but it is going to target stability if we modify and progress it. So this is a really great exercise, and I would work on that chest press with a plus. So the plus is where you get that serratus anterior activated, moving that shoulder straight up right there. So that's kind of how you do it. To show you the full motion, boom, and back down, boom. And one of the things that helps with stability is that eccentric lowering, slowly lowering. So most people, they just want to pump out and they just completely turn off their muscles when they're coming back down. But the slow lowering is very beneficial for stability and control. So this is a very basic way to do that. You can do this without any weight to start off. Push all the way up, get the plus, and slowly bring it back down and go from there. Now, how the next step up is I would, with a kettlebell, now this is specific to the kettlebell, I'm going to use this kettlebell upside down because what this is going to do is challenge the stability. As you can see, the kettlebell is going to be rocking back and forth as I'm lifting it up. So this is really going to challenge stability. I get the plus and I'm coming back down slowly. Really challenging stability all the way down that chain from my grip strength down to the shoulder joint. It's going to be really good. It's facilitating perturbations as though somebody were tapping. And that's one of the activities we do with our patients. It's really helpful. So that's another basic way that if you have a kettlebell, this can be very helpful. And I'll put the link in the description to these kettlebells. It's extremely affordable, and you can, get that for yourself to just benefit you in so many more ways than one. So this is really great. What the other thing is that you want to consider doing from there is, in order to achieve more of the end range kind of scenarios, is do an incline press. So incline is now where I'm moving it at an angle, because guess what? Now I'm getting more to that end range, and I have this weight here that's pulling me down that way. So I got to hold it up. And the biggest thing here with this is that, again, this is 10 pounds. You may not be able to tolerate 10 pounds, so I'm not recommending you use 10, but find something that's going to be comfortable for you. In fact, even going without any weight, incline press right there, holding that position, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, progressing it from there, and doing multiple reps can kind of help. And you can even put it at a higher, lower angle for a more against gravity, because gravity itself is going to have you feeling that need to increase stability. So that's one way that you can do it. Now, to make this extremely hard, I'm going to do the same exact concept. I'm here, incline press, upside down kettlebell, super difficult. Not easy at all. So you're gonna challenge grip strength and that entire kinetic chain all the way down. So that's more on the advanced side. But as you can kind of see, you go from using no weight to using some weight or light weight to increase that stability. Super, super helpful if you felt like you've had a dislocation and things of that nature. So we reviewed the downward dog, we reviewed the chest press and 2 different ways to do it. And we also reviewed the supine exercise where we're coming here and doing that. So those exercises are extremely helpful and beneficial. You might even just say, hey, I can do this in standing and upside down kettlebell, overhead press, just like that, right? You might even do to the side, so you get that side stability at an angle, right? Versus just straight up, things of that nature. Upside down kettlebell, super helpful. That's why I love kettlebells. So give it a try. If you found this video helpful, let us know in the comments what was most helpful about this video for you. Again, maybe these things are too difficult for you, or these just aren't what's going to help you because it's not specific to your issue. Some people think that all they have going on is a shoulder instability when they also have a rotator cuff tear. And so one of the reasons why talking to a PT first is going to be helpful is because we're able to tell you the comprehensive picture of what you got going on, not just what you are aware of or what you think based on maybe what you found on Google, but finding out exactly what's going on by doing some very specific tests that are proven to tell you exactly what's going on. So hit the link in our description if you want some more helpful guidance. But share this video with somebody that you know will be beneficial for, and also subscribe to our channel to stay connected. We love to help make other videos for you that are personal or specific to what your needs are. So let us know in the comments what we could do to help you or answer questions you got. And thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.